Hello, and welcome to a new video. So, why am I on DeviantArt right now? Well, I have hit a pretty big milestone. I have now been on DeviantArt for 10 years. A whole decade, more than a third of my life, which is pretty insane. But, yeah. So, the actual 10-year anniversary is on March 2nd, but it already says 10 years because of a couple of leap days that have happened since I joined. But yeah, so I was a senior in high school when I first joined, and I'm now gonna be 28 in a few weeks. But yeah, it's pretty amazing. So, I'm gonna go through history of my own gallery and stuff that I've favorited. First, I'm gonna go through my own gallery, and it's gonna take a shit load of time to get all the way to the bottom. But we are going all the way back in time to 2016. See how long it actually takes me. If it's actually going to take me a couple minutes to do it. Because I am still in 2025 currently. I'm in 2024 now. Still in 2024. Now we're in 2023, I think. Yes, we're in 2023 now. Boy, this is gonna take a shit load of time. I think I've already been scrolling for over a minute now. But okay, now we're getting into 2022. Okay, good. We're in 2022 now. Oh boy, so I think I'm in there. I'm in 20. I think I'm in 2021 now. Yep, I'm now in. Reaching the end. Okay, here we are. Alright, so this is it. This is the very beginning. So we're now back to we're now back to 2016. So here are my earliest deviations. So as you can see by my username, Lucario, Super Snooper, and Vixie were my favorite characters at the time that I joined. So that was March 2016. So look at the earliest picks. We also got some breaks and picks as well. And yeah, so there's more Vixie. This is one of my most favorited deviations. So it's 38 favorites. And then, okay, so might as well just start. So here it is, my first deviation, Vixie Folio. This was way back in September 18th of 2016. Isn't she so beautiful? Looks like a broken emoji, and then, yep. Yeah, and then, yeah, so that is my, this is my, very first deviation. This is September 18 of 2016, which is a very long time ago. I had just started college then, so this is going to be a pain in the ass. Okay, good. Alright, good. It was easier than I expected. So this is my second. It's another Vixie one. We got Lucario, Super Snooper, and then also Sasha from All Dogs Go to Heaven 2 in the series. I have a few pics of her as well. This is a wolf dress up on Girls Go Games. I discovered this from someone on DeviantArt, apparently. They had a deviation of this, and intrigued me because it looks like Kate from Alpha and Omega. Yeah, so I on Girls Go Games, and then, yeah, I found out about this game. You would think this is when I discovered Animal Jam, but it isn't. I didn't discover Animal Jam until the summer of 2019, but, yeah, this was from September of 2016, so still almost 3 years away from discovering Animal Jam, but, yeah. And then, so you have, I didn't post much in my first few years. A lot of these were all from 2016. So this is early. This is one of my this is one of my favorite scenes from back when I was a senior in high school and in my first year of college. This was when Brakeson broke her stick, and she was very sad, and I wanted to comfort her. Bill Dynamite, who apparently now goes by Peter Nelson 15, used to go by, at the time went by Billy Dynamite. I agree, Brakeson, we're here for you. Cheer up, don't be sad. Yep. But, yeah, so, yeah, Peter Nelson was actually one of my first followers. Again, at the time, he went by Billy Dynamite. I think my first watcher, I think, was Jeff Chamberlain. I think his name was my first followers. He's currently account is currently deactivated. But yeah, another Brakeson one. This is in Delphox. I can just imagine her belly dancing for me. She is very gorgeous. Yep. But okay, how long is it gonna take? And then a few comments on this one too. My first animated crush. I will never stop loving her. Yep. She was my first animated crush as well. Well, my first true animated crush. I did have a crush on Madame Butterfly from Oswald and Dorothy the Dinosaur from Wiggles when I was a little kid, but Vixie was my first true love in the cartoon world. But yeah, this is so this one I posted in February of 2019, and then yeah. But yeah, so these are all of my picks pre-Animal Jam. So I only did not a lot of picks. So for a while I was there. You know, I've gone through a lot of my Animal Jam stuff in the Animal Jam 10th anniversary video, but, you know, I will show it again. So this is from March of 2020 when the free membership period first came out. I did mention previously that I very nearly missed the free membership period. I never usually bothered reading the Jamal Journal because usually it was for members only and I was a non-member. But this time it was important, and I found out. So it was available from March 26th of 2020, which was actually my 22nd birthday, and March 31st of 2020 was the last day that the code was available, and it was so it was on. I don't remember if it was 11 p.m. I think it was it was like 10 or 11 p.m. on March 30th, and I saw the Wisteria Moon video that, oh my goodness, there's free membership code, and I typed in the code just a day before it expired, and boom, I became a member. And yes, if I had missed the free membership period, I likely would have quit Animal Jam then, and the past few years would have been completely different. You know, I would not be on Animal Jam today. A lot of things would not have happened. You know, it'd be very, very different. But yeah. But yeah, here's some more of Miss Pretty Belly. And then I got. Now we have. Yep. I remember the free membership period well. It was a good time. Yeah. So here are some outdated ones. So my favorite anime. So this is published this in May 12th of 2020. Favorite anime movie characters. So Lily is still number 1. Ash is still number 2. Gidget is no longer top 10. Neither is Heather. Neither is Vixie. Bertha's still number 4. And Scranton and Katie, they're still in the top 10. So now, obviously, I'll get to what my current characters are. But, yeah. And then here's favorite animated TV characters. So, obviously, it's way different now, but Zoe, Trent, and Fenico are still in the top 10. The others are not, but obviously we'll get to the future there. And here we are. Alright. Hit 1 million gems on Animal Jam, and now June 4th of 2020, I joined Animal Jam Play Wild. I have not missed a single login day since I first joined. Yeah. My very first Play Wild pick, June 5th of 2020. And there's my Miss Pretty Belly. Look at me at a level 11. I was so mini back then. And yeah. And I played a lot of the trivia game, the Trivia Buddy game. I used my mom's computer, sometimes my iPad, to just constantly play with an alternate guest jammer account and just played it over and over again. And I have like screenshots of every single question from the Trivia Buddy game, which is pretty insane. I spent like a few dozen hours on it in total, which is pretty insane. But But, yeah, and here's a few of my Miss Spirit rails. And my favorite dash tag pets. And then, yeah. So here we are. These are them in best dressed. And, yeah. And this is just here's a classic moment. I used to do some memes from some quiz shows and such. So this is from the Chase. This is Mirandy's official language. This is from the AJ Temple Trivia and AJ Classic, the National Geographic B version. Mirandy's official language of Portugal. Of course, this was on the Chase and both. And Chainsaw Sean Wallace misses it. And then Miss Pretty Bell goes, OMG, we just got a question right that the Chaser missed. I know, I'm so excited. One day, Queen Rosie and Dapper Crystal were watching the chase when suddenly a Temple Trivia question showed up. OMG, OMG, I know this! Queen Rosie shouted as the question came up. Both the contestant and Sean Wallace missed the question. The host Mary Lewis was completely stumped as well. Being the young ladies that Queen Rosie are, their excitement went over the roof. They were jumping and screaming and dancing all around the house. Calm down, ladies. Take some deep breaths, I calmly say to them. Okay, Douglas, we will, they replied back to me. They then let out a huge sigh and laid back down on the couch. What a crazy minute indeed. But yeah, the Mirandy's would later be a question of the U.S. version of the chase, and James Holtzhauer missed that one as well. So, yeah, but, anyway, here we are, so this is, and now, here we are, this is, the debut of my Miss Fancy Iris. So initially, for like the first few days, she wore the green poodle skirt. So obviously, this is me, and then this is Super Sweets. The first time that I did Super Sweets, and all my main avatars. Then my Fennec Fox, who now goes by Fennec Kip, of course, and to be honest with you, I don't remember what my Fennec Fox went by back then, to be honest. This is the first pick of my Miss Fancy Iris in the outfit that we all know and love. And then the first my favorite AJ trivia question, along with the first telephone book. I love that question as my favorite question. I probably have about 10 picks of that question, which is pretty crazy. But yeah. And then, a lot of trivia and Temple of Trivia picks. That is my classic avatars from back then. And Temple of Trivia. More trivia. And now here we are. Some bittersweets with my pets. Yep. And here we come up. There's another AJ Comics one. Pointless this time, so another AJ trivia question. Which of these is among the small sea turtles? Kemp's Ridley, and then there was the money built around before the head-to-head, and it was turtle species, so Kemp's Ridley was one of the pointless answers. There is also Hawksbill Sea Turtle is also asked in question in the Trivia Buddy game, and also Temple Trivia and Play Wild in the original Temple Trivia set. And then Loggerhead, of course, is also a turtle. And then Shredder is from Finding Nemo. Foucault's pendulum. So Flatback was probably the other pointless answer. It was years ago, so I don't actually remember watching the episode, but I remember making this deviation. And then, of course, I've shared this before. Me and Awesome's Me, Phantom Invasion. I already showed you that before. Alright, why is this taking so fucking long? Alright. And then this is me and Azur's live stream. The funny thing is, she was live streaming from her den, and I wasn't actually in her den. I was at my own den, and I had her player card up. I was watching the live stream, and she was accepting trade requests, and I actually got in. It was kind of funny because I wasn't actually in her den at the time, which is what makes this situation really crazy. So, Dancing Fancy Artist made her second YouTube appearance today. This is before I started uploading videos, so I started uploading in October 2020. It was a live stream this time by Azur21, another great AJ tuber, though not nearly as many views or likes. Dancing got way more screen time, just about 4 minutes to be exact. Dancing requested to trade with Azur. She accepted. This was Dancing's first time trading, and only time trading. She was very nervous. She had butterflies in her stomach and tingling in her arms and legs. She had no idea what to do. She then composed herself as Azur quickly explained the system to her. Dancing put the skirts that she bought at Mokuahi Islands that she didn't need on her trade list. She also put in a Zeus mask as well. Azur thought the skirts were cool, but she didn't know whether she needed them. Meanwhile, someone in the chat on YouTube said you should put a ring on it, referencing the Beyonce song Single Ladies. Azur forgot that the line came from the song and was trying to remember what the song was. Sorry. I typed in single ladies, and apparently this is what came up. Apparently you can't use the word single in the Animal Jam, either because single is in context of asking someone out or sharing a dating profile, or because it simply references the number 1. Unfortunately, the trade did not get completed. Azur canceled the trade in hopes of getting the items she really wanted. Dancing still had a great time. It was rather interesting 4 minutes indeed. Yep. I've already been recording for over 20 minutes now, so I really need to get moving, so let's just go through time periods. So here we are, another funny live stream appearance. So I was watching the YouTuber was called Strawberry Bite. The AJ username was Rainbow Dash Player, and yeah, I was watching the live stream, and I barged in. I went on Animal Jam, and I found her. I went to the wolf cave, and then I type in "Hi Strawberry," and she goes "Ooh ooh," and then I type and I dance in as I'm watching the video. And it was hysterical. I do have dialogue in here. Last night, Queen was watching some AJ videos, and much to her surprise, the AJ tuber Strawberry Bite was doing a live stream. Queen said, OMG, being the Zoe Trent that Queen is, she really wanted to be in the video. Damper Crystal wanted to be in on the action as well. Queen and Damper Crystal went to Jamal while watching the stream. She saw Strawberry go into the Arctic Wolf Cave. Then she transported herself there. Strawberry was doing some dares that she requested from her previous video. Meanwhile, Queen decided to let out a "Hi Strawberry." Strawberry was speechless. Then Queen said, I'm watching the video. Strawberry said to herself, wow, in a surprised manner. Queen, you just can't help yourself, can you? Oh man, I will never forget this moment. Hard to believe that was over 5 years ago. But yeah. And then, early 2021, obviously, things took a dark turn and my life was changed forever. My other longtime game, QuizUp, got the axe. Racked 133k games. And, it was a sad day for me. QuizUp meant a lot to me, and losing it was devastating. But then Animal Jam immediately became my main game after that. And I have got a new avatar who I named an Arctic Fox, who I named Miss Bright Hollow. So I have a shitload. This is when I uploaded a shit ton of photos of her doing the adventures and doing some other stuff as well. Den tours, best dressed, you name it. I have a shit ton of pics of Bright Hollow here. And here's also some Super Animal Royale. Joined Super Animal Royale at first in April 6th or 7th of 2021 because I have a video of it my first day. I didn't spend too much time on Super Animal Royale because obviously Animal Jam is where my heart is. But anyway, I have a few Super Animal Royale pics, and yeah, but a lot more. I did all of the adventures as Miss Bright Hollow back then. I need a hug. And then this is watching Sweet Theater movies. And, a little more in the art gallery. And, that reminds me, I should, I like this pic show. Shows how much of a nerd I am. My favorite painter is Nicolaus Pose in Nicolas Poussin. It was my favorite painter at the time, but now my favorite painter is Juan Miro. That's changed since then. But, I'll go back to where, so let's keep it coming. God, I have a shitload of pics with my, Miss Bright Hollow. And now I'm back on Play Wild with some, pics of my Miss Fancy Iris. With, me doing den tours. I also have, I've uploaded a YouTube video of me doing these den tours. And then, yep. And then, so, Plush City. So I initially typed in Plush City and it gave me the thought bubble. I shouldn't say this because I could get myself or someone else in trouble. I could offend someone else or get myself in trouble. That bubble pops up for some reason. If you watch that video and go all the way down to the beginning of my YouTube page, you'll see the video of Miss Fancy. I was doing epic den tours, and I initially type in Plush City and it gives me the bubble for some reason. This I also did a YouTube video on, and this is my first time going to the formal ballroom party when it first came out in April of 2021. But it was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed that. This is many Robin Hoods. Well, this is interesting. Yep. This is oh, rip the flag shop. Memories. Still, I miss when the good old Philippines, Australia, and Singapore, and the flag of Romania or Chad there. And there's Egypt, UK, Germany, Greece, France, New Zealand, Bulgaria. You know, yeah, it's really sad. Yep. But, oh, I never realized that I actually have, I actually have links to the YouTube videos that I uploaded, which is pretty insane. Yep, rip the flag shop. Yeah, for me it was a sad day when the flag shop became the Hall of Animals. But, yeah. More, and then this is Miss Spirit Row. Okay, this is another live stream. This is funny. That's a funny looking tiger. And it was the server they were in was Tigress. Yeah. But, yeah. And now, May of 2021, I get my Miss Glaring Fire. My otter. And, best dressed. Okay. I don't have too many. I actually don't have too many of my Miss Glaring Fire. Another AJ Comics. So this is Common Knowledge this time. This is also in Temple Trivia and Trivia Buddy Game and Play Wild. So 17 trees can be saved by being cut down. How much time per 1 ton? And then Recycling Revolution says that every ton of recycled paper can save how many trees? Answer being 17. Miss Fancy Harris and Miss Spirit Rose were sitting on the couch having a cup of tea and watching Common Knowledge. Their mouths were agape when, in the final round, a question in Temple Trivia showed up. The lasses always get really excited when this happens. They danced around the house for minutes. Boy, that tea really got them hyper. Okay. Oh, God, it's gonna take a minute. Alright. So, August 20th, my favorite calendar year. Happy birthday, Dungeon Dogs. Awesome as me and the Soleil. We'll get to her when I go into my favorites, but yeah. Okay, this is my favorite character, Bingham. So I actually don't have any picks from fall of 2021, funnily enough. So this was here it is, my original favorite character bingo. I'm planning on doing another one. So this was January of 23rd of 2022. So Toto and Liz, still my top 2 to this day. I got Puppet Adorbant, Captain Tully, Kira, Fleck, Pepper, Zoe, Fennekill, Lily, Ash, Gidget, Bertha, Scratchy, Bev, Jade, Portia, Katie, and Luna and Melway, Maddie, Emma, and Vita. So obviously, some of them are still on there. So Total Liz, Adorbant, Zoe Fennekill, also Puppet, Lily Ash. They're still up there. But for the most part, a lot of it has changed. So, and yep. Okay, so now I have Miss Glaring Fire doing the adventures. Oddly enough, I actually didn't upload the pics until spring of 2022, oddly enough, because I definitely did all of the adventures when I initially had them. And then, okay, so now, yeah. Okay. There we are, and then this is in my avatars in Temple Trivia. And, yep. So, yep. So here are my, and then more Super Animal Royale picks. Those are all from fall of 2021. This is just me in the fitting room. And now we'll get some Dungeon Dogs picks and a KT. So my first Toto pick is somewhere here. Okay, I'm still in December of 2021 now. Here we are, my first Toto pick. Some Dungeon Dogs theater captures. Yep. So, yeah. So, happy Valentine's Day, my love Toto. She is my boo. She is a lovey boo. Okay, come on. I'm so in love. I'm so in love too. Okay, and then Miss Bright Hollow one there. Play Wild. And then I get my AJ Toto. Yep. And this is the April Fool's 2022 when we all had big heads. So, yeah. So many a trivia buddy game. Brief KT outfit of the fire of the like the lightning bug or something like that. Okay. Now I'm starting to post some Liz pics. Now we got some. Now there's yep. I'm back. There. Alright. Now starting to get into the present. So now the characters that are high up on my character list. So at Toto, we got Liz, we have Adorbat, we have Puppet, Zoe, Finico, Janet, and Gizmo. Yep. Now, one person came in, yep, would you hug this character? I most definitely would. And then, yep, yes, because I love foxes, yes, absolutely. I'd hug her as many times as she'd let me. Yep. And, Arvin also has Would You Hug Gizmo pick. And who Arvin Sharif Zadeh, who now goes by Dino Puppy All-Star, who's also been on DeviantArt for almost 10 years now. So we were actually born just a few months apart of each other. I'm March of 98, and he's, I think, either November or December of 97, but, yeah, and we both joined in DeviantArt in 2016. But, anyway, yeah. But, yeah. This is the first meme that I did. This is one of my few picks that actually include myself. This is me in 2022 when I weighed 220 pounds. Yeah. So here we go. Toto, Liz, Finico, Zoe, and then Adorbat Puppet, Janet and Gizmo, and then Captain Tully, Kit Casey, Kitsune, and Kira. We got, yeah. So this was May of 2022, I think. No, actually now we're in July of 2022. This was my favorite Liz pick for a while. She looks so cute in this pick. Yeah. Alright, please load, thank you. A few Finico picks. I really love this Finico pick too. Some Janet picks and some Gizmo picks. I have a crush on Toto, I have a crush on Liz, I have a crush on Fenneko, I have a crush on Zoe, I have a crush on Lily, a crush on Ash, and then Captain Tully, and then, yeah. I've done a couple of combined photos of my favorites. So this is Lily and Gizmo. We're both really shy, and Lily's hiding behind the grass, Gizmo's hiding behind the fence, and then the next one is they're both looking. Fenneko and Doorman both looking a little worried. They both have their hands in front of their mouth, and their leg positions are very similar. Like, but anyway, alright, so more I have a crush on the characters. So Doorbit, Puppet, Gizmo, Janet, Flick. This is Gluntz and Kira and Emma and Bertha. This is actually Wegmans, the blue-eyed fox cherries. Even though it actually looks more like a squirrel, it's actually a fox. Captain Tony and Fenneko both wearing deer stalkers. A Torbat and Janet showing off their feet, and then, okay, Penny Polite, and I forgot the name of this character, but it was some League of Legends game. So yeah, more Fenneko picks, a couple of Toto and a Liz pick, and getting some Zoe picks, and then this is when I started uploading characters regularly. So this is Maddie from Aussie. This is Robin from Petals. Imaginary Mary. A few baddie from. And let's get some Lily picks, more Zoe, some Dorbat. So this is a herbs and spices pick that my great aunt had, that her sister gave. So this allspice, basil. Let me look closely. Yeah, chives, dittany, estragon, fennel. Estragon is tarragon in France, by the way. Ginger, jasmine, homewort. What does that say? Kehawkweed? I'm probably misreading it. Or is it knacweed? Probably knacweed. Lavender, and then mint, and then ninde, oregano, rosemary, parsley, and sage, quassia, and then thyme, uzu, xylopia, vanilla, yarrow, and what does it say? Zedawari, I think it says. Yeah, some very obscure spices that only like the most expertise of spice experts would know. But yeah, and now we're starting to get into the modern day age. So here we are. So top 10 comfort characters at the time. This is August 26, 2022. So Toto, Liz, Adorable, Zoe, Fenneko, Lily, Ash, Captain Tully, Gizmo, and Janet. And then, alright, now we're getting into fall of 2022, and we're getting close to the present day. Some more Miss Fancy Harris, some more of my Animal Jam avatars. So this is an old pic. This is me at my Connections group. It was a get-together at a Friday night. This is back in November of 2019. This is me. Back when I had a lot of hair. I've since lost all that hair. I'm almost bald now, but pick from a social event from a few years ago. I look pretty sexy in a black winter coat. Like, what was I thinking writing that statement? I didn't even, I mean, I was still 24 when I wrote that statement. My brain wasn't fully formed yet. Okay, now we're getting into Sherlock EX stuff. A lot of Hermione picks. Lots and lots of Hermione. And it was over the course of a couple weeks, and then, yep, and then back to Super Sweets, and I got my, so Dorabant Avatar and Animal Jam, and then Fenico Avatar and Zoe Trent Avatar. I'm all playing Super Sweets. I got some Moxie picks, some more Lily and some more Ash Vix from Space Teal, and then now my Gazelle picks. This is when I fall in love with Gazelle. She is a very pretty lady. And then, yep. And now I got some more Animal Jams, some Shunka picks. And, yeah, so now here we are, my trick or treat meme. So, yeah, chaperone. So someone actually commented, Hunter Colleen commented, I am confused. Is chaperone a person who gives out the candy? And then I comment, I just consider as more people in the group. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, so Miss Fancy Iris, KT, Toto, Liz, my Super Animal Royale Hyena, who I pretty much neglected, Gizmo, Shunka, Zoe, Pepper, Ash, and then the chaperones, Captain Tully, Vix, Gazelle, Skunk, and Mrs. Fennec, the chaperones, and then made the second one, which is me. That's me in October 2022. And then, yep. So Miss Laughing Tulip, Adorabant, Fenico, my Super Animal Royale Skunk, which I've also neglected for most of the time, Puppet Flick, Jade, Emma, and Glunts, and then the chaperones, Lily, Wheeze, Kira, and Stork and Moomy. So, Crane, that's her name. Crane, not Stork. And then Moomy from Dungeon Dogs is the last chaperone. But, yeah. And then I made a couple of memes there. These are all my KT picks. Looks lovely there. Some more Captain Tully picks, some more Kira picks, some Gizmo picks, some Janet picks, a few more Hermione's, and then back to a lot of Animal Jam picks, AJ Classic picks. Yep, and then this is when the Phantom Dungeons came out for the very first time. I'm doing all of them, and more bittersweets, more super sweets. Let's get some twists and turns. More best dressed, and some more hangouts, some more Animal Jam picks. Got Poppy there. Some more Dorabant. So, and Christine from Zootopia Plus, also Sam. Now I'm gonna have coming up a shitload of Zoe Trent, Fenacona, Dorabant picks. So here we are. So incoming the Zoe picks, lots and lots of Zoe picks, lots and lots of Fenico picks, and lots of Dorabant picks. Yep. The next few months, it's Zoe, Fenacona, Dorabant, a lot. I was like obsessed with those three characters back in fall of 2022, and yeah, and Jebby picks, and here we have Sparkle from the naughty list, who is in my top 20 currently. She is such a pretty lady. I love her so much. She is very, very beautiful. Some Madeline, some Ava, and some Mia. And, yep, there's Scheherazade, and then we have Rosie O'Gravy, a bunch of Rosie O'Gravy picks, a bunch of Zsa Zsa Gabard picks, and now a lot of Scarlet from Ranger Rick picks, and then Ian Kennel. So this is me in a hotel bed. It's my Arctic Fox stuffed animal, and look at me on my phone. Yeah, it's pretty funny. This is from October of 2022. And it's pretty funny. But yeah, a couple of model churches from my library as well. Ian Kennel, Belka, and I got Carmen from Patrol 3, a lot of them. Slushy picks. Nice list. Meme. And then there's the pick of me again. My Miss Fancy Iris, my KT, Total Liz, Adorbant, Zoe, Fenico, Mia, Carmen, Hermione, Puppet, Slushy, Lily Nash. And yeah. I don't know why I didn't include Gazelle in that one, because I was in love with Gazelle already by then. More Carmen picks, more Super Animal Royale stuff. I got Lieutenant Fox Vixen, and then more comparison picks. So Slushy and Mia both drawing on paper, and then we have Slushy and Adorbant also drawing on paper. Slushy and Zoe both on beach balls, and Slushy and Fenico both in houses, and also yeah, Slushy Sunburn looks a bit like Scarlet Fox. It's just crazy how I managed to get all these picks. It's amazing. And then we got Wilma, more Poppy, and some Miss Fields meals, some Aisha, some Lambert, and some Sawyer picks, and some Daisy picks. Daisy from Rover Dangerfield. More Super Animal Royale. You know, Miss Fancy Iris looks so effing cute in that pic. I can't help it. I had to zoom in on that pic. She looks so cute. More Super Animal Royale outfits pics. Yep, and then yep. So there's some Kelly pics, and then this is an AJ Quokka doodle. This is probably my favorite of all time. That's such a cute one. Some Dentorans. This is Valentine's Day. Some Violet, and now we have Emiko, and then we have Zadie, Gwendolyn, and Fei, and then let's get we have Mila. Mila picks, still one of my favorites to this day, and Kijana also one of my favorites in the top 20. A bunch of Kijana picks. Still upsetting that she only appears in one episode. I would have loved her to appear in more Fenico picks. And now we got Panther, and a lot of special delivery picks. And more Animal Jam. Hazel and Edwina from My Friend Rabbit, and then some Penny Polite. And okay, now we're getting into what looks more today. I'm pretty sure, so this is 46 favorites. I think this is either this one or my Chloe pick, or, yeah, this or my Chloe pick is my most favorited. This is 46 favorites, so top 25 favorite characters female. This one I uploaded in March of 2023, so Total Liz, Zoe Adorbant, Fenico, Lily Ash, Mila, Puppet, Hermione, Mia, Gizmo, Jenna Gazelle, Kijana, Jebby, Kira, Captain Tully, Emiko, Bertha, Sparkle, Fei, Panther, Flick, and Rosie O'Reilly. Obviously that has changed significantly since then, but I'll get to it when I get to it. And yep, so some more Animal Jam. This is April Fools of 2023 when our animals were mini and our pets were large. Some Liz pics, and now I got a bunch of puppet pics. Lots and lots of puppet pics. We got some more Janet, and then another Dentor. Some Natalia pics, and then more Toto, more Janet. A lot of another Dentor. More Super Animal Royale outfits. There's Peppermint as well. Dentor, more Super Animal Royale outfits. A lot more. This is on Lunacross. This is DeviantArt making appearance on Lunacross. But yeah. Daisy from Daisy's Dream, and then there we are. 8th birthday, more Emiko pics, and top 15 characters I will never hate. So now, August 2023, this is when the favorite characters list is starting to look like the favorite characters list today. So now we have Total Liz, Gizmo, Jen, and Gazelle in the top 5. Zoe, Adorable, Fenico, Lily Ash, and the second row, Mia, Puppet, Emiko, Kira, and Hermione on row 3. And yeah, I love this Liz pic when she's on the cover of the book. Alright, this is my favorite. Would you cuddle with Toto? Would you cuddle with Gizmo? Cuddle with Janet? Cuddle with Zoe? Cuddle with the Doorband? Cuddle with Puppet? Cuddle with Emiko? Cuddle with Mia? Cuddle with Flick? Cuddle with Mila? Cuddle with Feifei, and cuddle with Kijana. So, trying to remember what the comments were. Yes, I will. Yep. Yes. Here's there. Alright, it's gonna take a while to load. And comments, of course, everyone wants to do it the best. Yeah. Doorbell has no comments. Puppet has 2 comments. Yes, I love to. She's too cute. She sure is. Yep, and then Emiko here. The Emiko one has 1 comment. Yes, she's so damn adorable. So, yeah. Mia has 2 favorites, and then Flick has a couple comments. Flick, I do because I love Flick as well. Yeah. But, Mila has 1 comment. And then, Feifei, I remember someone commenting, I don't know who this character is, but I would love to, I don't know who she is, but I most definitely would snug. Yep. There's so many characters that really get 0 attention, and, I love these characters specifically because they don't get a lot of attention. It makes me love them even more and give them the love that they deserve. We got CC, and now we have Kiki's Vacation, Gigi, and Daisy. I love them so much. They're such pretty ladies. A lot of pictures of Daisy sweeping. We got Trika. And more Super Animal Royale outfits, and yeah. We got Fox Mouse, and now we got my Miss Chillbell, and some more Super Sweets. Yep, my absolute favorites. Such a lovely lady, just want to snuggle her. You're so beautiful, love you so much. She is very pretty. And now this is when I started posting a lot of Gizmo, Jen, and Gazelle, and they instantly became my favorites along with Toto and Liz. Like, yeah. you'll see a lot of Gizmo, Janet, and Gazelle pics in the future. There's a lot more, so a lot of Gizmo, a lot of Janet, a lot of Gazelle, a lot more, and then here we are, more super sweets. Got Charla, Antel, and Musette, Officer Akita from Sheriff Labrador game. But she is very cute. I wish she was in the actual show. More Animal Jam, another Dentor, and Bramber and Briar and Bramble. And then we got Scratch, Deputy Flo Fox, Captain Kate, and then of course Gizmo, Janet, Gazelle, Liz. I don't have Toto here, unfortunately, this time. Chocolate Fountain, delicious. Okay, and now we have, now it's Gazelle, Toto, and Liz. Now we have Deary, Tish and Tash. And now we have Alexia, who remains one of my favorites to this day. She is very cute. I love Alexia so much. Nora, Janice. This is a couple of Frida pics. More Gizmo. She looks absolutely adorable. This is my favorite pic of Gizmo. She looks so shy and so cute. More Super Animal Royale outfits. Another Animal Jam Dentor. More Super Animal Royale outfits. And Kip. There's my lovely Kip. She is cute as F asterisk. I love her so effing much. I love Toto no matter what. I love Liz no matter what. I love Gizmo no matter what anybody says. I love Janet no matter what anybody says. I love Gazelle no matter what anybody says. I love Kip no matter what anybody says. Yes. So we got, another Valentine's Day. Another Dentor, lots and lots of Dentors, lots of Animal Jam Play Wild Dentors over the months. But, yeah. I started doing a few memes and pic mix. So, if Gazelle is interested, Kip wants to have fun. Toto loves the beach. Liz is interested. It's so sunny out. Scratch is listening. And Doorbell is excited. Oh, shucks. OMG. Yep. Okay, so now, yep. March of 2024 now. Only a couple years from the present now. I've definitely been recording for over an hour now. But, okay, now my Janet avatar on AJ Classic. I have a lot of Janet pics of my avatar. Aaliyah. Let's get, more of my beloved pet Arctic Wolf. Kip, Janet, Zoe, Gazelle, a couple Liz, another Gazelle, and then my most fancy Iris, and then Ever, and then Janet, Gazelle, Gizmo, Liz, Toto, more Kip, and then more Animal Jam parties. So then I did a little bit of memes of my favorite characters during the Animal Jam Trivia Buddy game. So obviously I put my top two, Liz and Toto, on my favorite question, how long was the first telephone book, of course. And then, planning to do more of these with more characters. I did Kip and Janet, 3-cent coin, 3-cent coin question. And, alright. And some of my Everest cell phone reception, I did it with Emiko and Gizmo. So, yeah, let's see. And now we got a Doorbit and Zoe, the Fear of Dust, Amethophobia, and then Gazelle and Fenico, at least how many muscles used when you talk. And, yeah. So all my classic avatars at the photo booth. More of my, lots and lots of my avatars. Yeah. Yep. This and there. So April 2024, my Miss Dark Shadow, who was still Miss Laughing Tulip per year, but became Miss Dark Shadow in February 2025. She is so fucking hot. I love her so much. If she was an actual character from a TV show, she would be up there with Tola's Gizmo, Jen, and Gazelle. But just look how stunning she is. She's absolutely stunning. I love her so much. So many picks. Now we have Chloe. This is my most favorite. My most favorite deviation, most favorite pick. 48 picks and 48 favorites in total. This has also become a vector. Someone has used it as a vector. So yeah, I wish that series gets the green light. Hot and pretty. I always wonder why she wears a bikini even though she is for fashion. That's right. For fashion. But, yeah. Okay, yes, Manual Jam, more den tours, more parties. Okay, favorite character, A, Meme, Adorbant, Ash, Alexia, Aisha, Leah, Ava, Antel, and Kennel. Obviously, that's outdated, but I'll get to it when we get to it. More Gazelle, another Janet, more memes that I've made. OMG, my favorite question. Another how long was the first telephone book pick? I have like between 5 and 10 picks of that. And then yep. Okay, that's enough, please. Victory, and just thinking happy thoughts is my Janet meme. Yep, more AJ trivia. I got Phantom Dungeons. Okay. Phantom Dungeons. So cute. So effing cute. I love the Fennec victory dance on Play Wild. So effing cute. And then more another one with how long was the first telephone book. I have an odd obsession with that question. Oh man. Maple. Get some Maple picks. My Play Wild avatar is having a blast. Yep. And then I'm a big fan of this minor character, so of course I have Gizmo, Jen, and Gazelle there. Yep, more. We got Candy, we have Zochi, we have Rosa, and more characters. Nisha from an anti-bullying PSA from over a decade ago. And then we have Susie, and then Charlotte, and got some more. My YouTube wallpaper, Gizmo, Janet, Gazelle, Liz, and Tutu. This is a fun one. The special Halloween edition of trivia. So the All Hallows Eve question: pumpkin seeds, pepitas, pumpkins, genus, cucurbita, species of pumpkin names in Japan, futsu, and fear of dust, amathophobia. Is my special little Halloween set. This was inspired by Wisteria Moon. When someone says go to hell, but you're playing Animal Jam in 2024. Yep. Gracie. And, more twists and turns. More Kip. Some Janet, some Gazelle, and Gizmo, and Toto and Liz. And then, okay, now I have my Gazelle, Avatar, and AJ Classic. Yeah. And Fawn Velvet. And this is my Merry Christmas, the ones I love. My Miss Fancy Iris, Liz, Toto, Gizmo, Janet, Gazelle. They mean so much to me. Okay, so here we are. More trivia. Now we have Nimba. Someone actually commented on this today, through just 3 hours ago. Why is she so stinking cute? Yep. So more Liz outfits. Dentor, more of my classic avatars partying. And now we have some Lucy pics and some Pinky pics. More Gracie. Yep. And now we have Riley Ringtail and Margaret. And now, here we are. Now we're getting into my present day AJ Classic avatars. Miss White Pink, January of 2025. That's when it began. There we are. Gem and Arena, who I recently retired, but they are in there too. And Lovey Bella. I love Bella from the Special Delivery Adventure so much. She is a pretty lady and such a cute outfit. More of that, more Dentors. I love you. This is my Valentine's Day of last year. I already showed this in a few videos ago, but yeah. Love you, Toto. Love you, Liz. Love you, Gazelle. Love you, Gizmo. Love you, Janet. And love you, Miss Fancy Iris. And then there's some Foxglove pics. Some more Liz. Some Nelly New pics. Okay. I did this for International Women's Day last year. Gizmo, we're doing women in STEM. Looking forward to see what this year's theme is. If I can use any of my characters this year. Okay. And now we get a bunch of Howie Hyena pics. A lot of, probably the only male character that is on my favorite characters list. Roxlyn. And then we're going to get into Alex Anteater Lope next. There's Mrs. Minim first. And we have the finish line. So citrus fruit, lemons, clothing, raincoat, and it's a yellow raincoat too. So it completely matches Liz's outfit. Antelope species, gazelle, and type of bee, drone. Yeah. I've also been planning on making a turnabout one where the answer was Janet. Well, actually, it was Jean Genet, the playwright, but Janet was written out. I've been planning on doing that for a while now, but I still haven't gotten to do that, but I will have that soon. And here's some Alex Anteaterlope pics. Alex Anteaterlope, she's a cutie pie. I love Alex Anteaterlope. There's some Fleece the Sheep. I've been meaning to get some Leilani pics on my page. I still haven't done so yet. Unfortunately, I really should. But yeah. Okay, now we're in June of 2025, and now Blossom Bloom. More modern day, so getting into the present day now. And here's Scarlett in Liz's raincoat. And then my classic Venikip and Miss Brave doll. And now we have all my present day AJ Classic avatars. I'm gonna go back to that. There's Dr. Muller Fox and Flitter. And the fox from the North Korean TV show. That's the name, Clever Raccoon Dog, that's what it's called. She is so effing hot and effing cute. Yep, and then Leia and Khan. And then we got some more 10th birthday parties. Dancing there. My present day classic avatars having a lot of fun. We got Niala, more candy. And then we got some Lotta pics. And then August of 2025, Kai comes in. She's an adorable lady. I love Kai a lot. And now we have some Lizzie or Liska pics. And yeah, so we got a lot more AJ Classic, more of my AJ Classic avatars. And some GG, some Nima pics, and yep, yep, keep it coming. And now we're in 2026, we're in the current year. And I have a lot of pics of my current ones. Some more Gizmo. A couple of Cindy from Grand Prix of Europe. And then we have Daphne from Vita the Vet. But Kip is still my favorite, but Daphne is now a close second. And we're going up all the way to the present day. And yep, and then close this off, some Valentine's Day. And yep, we'll get, yep, I'll close this off with this. And we got my top Play Wild avatars, Miss Fancy Iris, Miss Chill Bell, Miss Shy Paws, Miss Spirit Rose, and Miss Pretty Belly, Miss White Pink, Miss Dark Shadow, Miss Brave Doll, Blossom Bloom, and then Total Liz, Gizmo, Jen, and Gazelle. Yep, and yep, I finish up with Animal Jam and Play Wild. Yep, quite a lot. And now Miss Orange Clown, my dingo, the most recent member to join my AJ harem. And then some Loopy pics, another Lotta, couple more Nima, and a few more Alexia pics, and a few more, and closing off with a few more Liska pics. And yep, that sums up my DeviantArt history. I've been recording for probably an hour and 20 minutes, so I'm going to do a part 2, and then I'm going to look at my favorites of DeviantArt. So, yep, that is it for now. So long.